podcast. Once again, we are out or without a guest, but it's purposely because I'm not in a studio right now. But praying soon, more soon than later, that we get it back into a studio so we can bring y'all these guests because it's embarrassing with my background and um, have to get a bunch of people over to hook up my studio equipment. We're ready, but we're just not ready, if that makes sense. Uh, with that being said, we have a little bit to discuss, um, and we're solely going to base it on, you know, the World Series and the state of basketball and how I see it. Uh, Last night, did anybody catch the World Series game last night between the Dodgers and the Toronto Blue Jays? Hell of a game. Hell of a game. I have to give credit where credit is due. I'm a National League fan and I'm an Atlanta Braves fan. Uh, but and we let one go in Freddie Freeman, who crushed the ball into the what was it, 18 or 19 innings last night. But I'm telling you who I am thoroughly impressed with. My man Otani. My man Otani got on base 8 times last night. Although it was extended, it was extended play. The only way they got him out was when he stole second base and his foot came off of the bag and they tagged him out. That's the only way you could get him out, put him on base. That's crazy. But I seen him hit 2 home runs last night. But this dude got on base all 8 times he went up to the plate. That's amazing, bro. I don't know how many people have ever done that, especially in a World Series game. I think the Blue Jays are up right now in Game 4. I think it was 4-2, 5-2 last time I checked. But uh, that's a good series. That's a great series. Um, I'm pulling for the Dodgers because I'm a Freddie Freeman fan. So let's let's go Dodgers. And plus, Magic Johnson is part owner. So there you go. Uh, so let's go Dodgers. And then I think the owner of the Dodgers just bought the Lakers. So it's a double. That's a double win. Maybe he'll. And that segues us right into what I want to talk about. And I want people in the comments to give me their analysis as well. Um, this and what I'm going to talk about is the the drop in NBA ratings in these past since the passing of David Stern, and even when he was there, it started to decline. You don't have the stars like Jordan, Magic Johnson, Kobe, uh, Larry Bird, Dominique Wilkins. Uh, you don't have those stars anymore. Kevin Johnson, Tim Hardaway, Shaq. You don't have none of those guys anymore. Uh, I'll throw in Elijah Wan and Eddie Jones. You don't have those type of players anymore. And if you remember, there wasn't a such thing as this thing that they call load management. That nobody was load managing. The, this load management stuff, it it cheapens the game of basketball. It cheats the fans out of the opportunity to see their favorite player play. Now, I want to ask you this: how many times did you see Larry Bird take off a night? How many times did you see Magic Johnson take off a night? How many times did you see Byron Scott take off a night? How many times did you see Akeem Olajuwon, Clyde Drexler? How many times did you see those guys take off a night? You didn't see it. How many times did you see Michael Jordan take off? And you know what him and Kobe Bryant said? The kids that come to see me play that don't have enough money to sit in the front row would get cheated out of the opportunity to see me play. I don't load manage. See, they don't load manage. These people, you got this Kawhi Leonard, LeBron James. You got all these dudes load managing now. What is that? That's not fair to the fans. And y'all making all this money. Magic Johnson, Charles Barkley, all of them did this for a lower rate of pay. They did all this for a lower rate of pay. What do you guys in the comments think needs to happen for this load management? Because that's one of the reasons why the NBA is dropping in ratings. And I, for one, I'm not a big fan of the NBA. When I was a kid, I wanted to play in the NBA. I wanted to play in the NBA, but they don't even they don't even respect the fact that it's about winning anymore. They use the NBA for a paycheck these days. They use the NBA for a paycheck these days. And I'm not taking no shots at people like LeBron, but I'm just calling it how I see it. They do not respect the value of people that came before them. They don't. They do not respect the value of players that came before them. You see, I've seen where, and no disrespect to Kevin Durant, because I think he's one of the top 10 players of all time, but I seen where they were clowning uh, Michael Jordan leaving. mm, Michael Jordan leaving when his father asked him to go play baseball for him, and uh, he did it. And I seen on their podcast, it's like who leaves and goes plays baseball. It was something his father asked him to do. So that one load management. So he came back and won three more championships in a row. Who else you know could take 5 years off, cold 2 years off, cold turkey, come back and fly leers off? That's what MJ did, man. That's what MJ did. Let's see what this comment says. What part of India are you from, brother? Not from India, bro. I hear it's a beautiful, beautiful country, though. I wish I could visit someday. But this load management is getting on the nerves of real NBA players. What do you think should happen to these people that load management? Well, how do you think they should approach it from now on? I'll tell you how I think it should be approached. All these people that load manage, all these babies that load manage and use the NBA as a as a as an ATM, get them out of there. Put these kids that won't ask for a lot of money to play, but be happy to play basketball out there. You'll have just as much fun, and the atmosphere will be more family like. Because right now, all it is now, is a paparazzi photo shoot. You may have heard about Charles Barkley and some people getting in trouble back in the days. Dennis Rodman getting in trouble back in the days, but it wasn't abundant as this. You may have even heard about Kareem getting stopped for marijuana, but it wasn't as massive as this. Every time you turn around, an NBA player is getting in trouble for something. take these big babies out. Look, I'm going to show you why this would work. I'm going to show you why this would work. Think about this, NBA, and I'm talking to you. Think about this. If you take all of these big grown babies out of the league that want to load manage and replace them with kids that haven't made 85 to 150,000 a year, you'd save yourself money. Replace these clowns that don't respect legacy. These kids would be happy. I know I would be happy if I were their age. These kids would be happy to be making, hey man, I'm making 100, 125,000 at my new job a year. All I got to do is go dribble a basketball. All I got to do is show up to work and practice on time. What is this comment? Anyway, uh, I just think that the NBA needs to revamp and bring these kids off the streets, like off Rucker Park. These kids that didn't get a chance to make it in the pros or didn't get drafted. Some of these kids that would the treat this like a job. You got to judge people off character because me, if I was able to play at that level now, I would most certainly be happy to take 100, 150,000, 250,000 a year just to dribble a basketball and enjoy my life and be able to pay for my house and be able to take care of my family off that. Who in this economy wouldn't want to do that? You see, NBA, y'all turn these cats into spoiled brats. And that's the problem you have on your hands now. That's the main problem you have on your hands right now. You are going to drive yourself bankrupt by catering to babies that don't bring you your money back. You got people like Kawhi Leonard, LeBron, just showing up when they want to. And I'm not taking no shots at these dudes, but you know it's the truth. They're not bringing you your money back. It's you're you're getting pimped. Is basically what I want to say. Boxing historian told me to shut the hell up. Bro, I know more about boxing than you. So let's move on. I would like to see you play better. um, okay, I can box. I'm working with a couple of boxers to start a boxing gym, but that's another story. Um, a couple of former world champions. So whenever you want to talk about that, I'll be here too, sir. Moving on, but the NBA needs to fix this. Bring exciting, young, exciting kids that won't require a lot. Yes, sir. No, sir. And create your own stars. It worked well for the WWE or the WWF. I still call it the WWF. Your skill and knowledge is impeccable. Okay. Whenever you're ready, whenever you're ready to challenge me, I have a whole show. So whenever you're ready, don't make me destroy you because I have boxer friends. Uh, I have Chris Bird as a friend. I have Tommy Speller as a friend. I have the great Ivan Robinson as a friend. I have Ray Mercer as a friend. So whenever you want to talk boxing, you can get this smoke. All right. So meanwhile, that's my uh so what you studied boxing all your life. I'm glad to hear it. But I live it. And my brother's a boxer. So we'll move on. So um I want the NBA to change, and I hope they get this message. I want the NBA to change this uh, this load management thing they got going on. If they feel like they can't compete, if they feel like they can't compete, get out the way and let other kids do it. Now I'm seeing Kevin Garnett talk about how they think LeBron is faking his injury. I don't know if he's faking his injury or not. I really don't. But I do know this is beginning to be aggravating, just watching somebody just come to work when they want to and and, and call in sick and still show up. I don't get it. And it's still okay. That's why this is happening to him now. That you don't care about us, so we don't care about you. Take your little money and go. So these people can get their return value out of you. Take your money and go. This new owner that owns the Dodgers is basically saying Luca is our new thing. He's out right now as well. Luca's out right now as well. But they asked him to go get in shape. They asked him to go get in shape, and he did just that. He looks amazing. He shoots the ball. He was already a great shooter, but he shoots the ball a hell of a lot better now. I mean, he's look like he's a little bit quicker on his feet. I won't put him in the conversation of Allen Iverson. That's somebody else that I forgot to mention. One of the, I mean, the best little man to ever play basketball, in my opinion. And I don't think I will get too much of an argument. Y'all don't go and come in here saying Spud Webb and all of that stupid stuff and Earl Boykin is all. I mean, Spud Webb is one of my top five all-time favorite players, but Allen Iverson was next level. MVP, uh, NBA MVP, All-Star MVP, scoring champion, and he played hurt. He went in there to the land of giants all the time. You didn't see him load managing. And as much as y'all wanted to hate on Allen Iverson, my boy stayed 10 toes down the whole time. Tim Hardaway, even Kevin Johnson. I'm giving shouts out to all of my great Eddie Jones. I'm giving shouts out to all of the people that I grew up watching and loving. Richard Dumas. I'm giving shouts out to all of those people. Shouts out to all of those guys. Terrell Brandon, you know, Tom Chambers. Uh, they played hurt. They played hurt. Olajuwon played hurt. Terry Porter even played hurt. Kevin Duckworth, Jerome Kersey, all the shouts out to all of them. Rest his soul. Clifford Robinson, shouts out, rest his soul. All played hurt. They didn't load manage. Drazen Petrovic, shouts out to my boy Drazen Petrovic. Derek Coleman, Kenny Anderson, shouts out to all my boys that got in there and played. With that being said, we're going to end this show and praying that we get back in studio soon so we can bring our guest in and discuss this terrible football season because I'm so ready for football season to be over. And I've never said that in my life. I'm ready for football season to be over. Um, with that being said, tune in next week, or I may do a show Saturday, depending on how I'm feeling. Um, Tune in next week, and we'll talk a little more about the World Series. Thank y'all for watching. They had a pretty good turnout. This has been the Retro Jersey Podcast.